Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing great, man.
Thanks.
How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm not doing too bad. My
Good,
daughter's
good,
home
good.
sick from school today,
Ah,
so that's
that
a bit
Oh,
of a
that's
sucks.
a
bummer.
bummer.
So we'll see how this goes. But I mean, it's school doesn't actually start till tomorrow, so she was going to go to
Right.
the YMCA, but we'll see if she starts the new year at home.
Get her a big bowl of hot fun, just sweat that out.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. So today we are talking about the Foundation Metapa Maduro Robusto. Cigar is 5 inch by 50. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ factory, Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra. Binder is Connecticut broadleaf, and the filler is Nicaraguan Esteli and Jalapa. It is blended by Nicholas Malillo. Price point is $15.50. Cigars released in October of 2023. And we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in Florida and near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if you are not, you can give them a call. You can go to the website. You can look through the catalog, place an order, and they will ship it to you very quickly.
Very quickly.
All right. So
Super
with all
quick.
that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Do I have to?
You do, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. Listen, really a lot of pepper spice right up front. Got some barnyard tobacco qualities, really rich earth. Felt like a crappy Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper was just taking a shit in my mouth. Medium to medium full strength body. Kind of rocked that way to the first and second third. Final third was really, really, really harsh. It got bad, so it was just unpleasant. So I just, kind of put that down and yeah, John,
It's a good looking cigar. I'll tell you
it
that.
is, it is, that band looks
Good
fucking
looking
great,
cigar.
man.
I actually had a pretty decent first third. Tobacco sweetness, earth, wood, a little bit of kind of an interesting spice medley on the post draw, like light plus. Those spices rapidly built up to medium and pushed into the retrohale, and then I got like a really, I think Seth was alluding to this, just a huge amount of heavy earth on the palate on the post draw. Um, Almost overwhelming in the post draw, and then that earth kind of stabilized with the spices, and they kind of found a nice middle ground. Little light chocolate on the retrohale, and then sweet tobacco in the center of the retrohale to give my palate a break. That was a fairly intense start to the first third. All downhill from there. Second, third, creamy chocolate, medium spices, and then spices and wood in the post draw. But then as the profile kind of settled in, just really medium strength wood throughout the profile. And I mean, there was fleeting moments of chocolate and spices in the retrohale, but it was really just wood. And then the last third, wood, tobacco sweetness, um, a little bit of medium spices in the retrohale, but it was short lived. Again, I would call the last third kind of earth sweetness spices, and not in a good way. The unfortunate thing is I had no end of burn issues. Let's count them. Wavy start. Had to do a relight in the first third. Had to do a relight in the second third. Had to do a relight in the last third. You never want to see that. My smoking time wasn't an issue here. Just one of those things where you take a puff, you set it down for 5 seconds, you take another puff, and it's out, and you're like, what? Draw had some resistance to it, roughly 2 to 2.5 notches into the resistance spectrum, which kind of makes sense. It's a pretty aggressive box press. Um, not good. Not a good profile. Not a good experience. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, this cigar started with toasted cedar, baking spice, and light earth. Got some mustiness that joined in pretty quickly. Later, the baking spice transitioned to sharp black pepper. Second third saw the black pepper lose the sharpness. Then the final third saw a light metallic bitterness kind of join the profile. Average flavor profile throughout. It was pretty unbalanced with some sharp flavors. I had the same burn issues that you did, John. Wavy burn with the relight in each third. So that was not a bright spot for the cigar. I think the Claro version had a bit of a better showing for me, but I wouldn't see myself coming back to this cigar. Expensive for Robusto, burn issues, not typical out of this factory. Flavor just wasn't there. It was unbalanced. It was not a fun time.
You
Um,
had a better smoking experience with the Claro?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with June, who wasn't able to join us, at 5.75. John gave it a 5.4. I gave it a 5.2. Seth gave it a 4.43. So, John, how'd your 5.4 match up for you?
When I go through my notes, I feel like I'm actually being a little generous. I feel like my conclusion was probably one of those where it was right on the cusp of, instead of being average, subpar. Because the burn issue kind of put it over the top for me. I mean, the flavor profile was really average, but that burn experience just really made the whole thing kind of unpleasant. But we'll leave it at the 5.4 for now.
Yeah, my 5.2 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. Construction was not good. Kind of gets it just down to those low fives, but yeah, no redeeming qualities about this cigar.
Not for that price.
Yeah, Seth, 4.43.
It was pretty rude. It was pretty rough, man. This was just, I can't remember who was it that said like this just looked like rejected blends from another company that, yeah, it was you, John. We won't name the other company about it, but it's just like that's just crap, man.
And I think it's because, listen, we smoked a lot of stuff from Nick, and he's put out a lot of good stuff. So it's not hyperbole when I say my experience was a little shocking. Like, if you'd given me this cigar and I didn't know who it was, and then afterwards you told me this was Nick who blended this, I would have been like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Nick. No, it's from Foundation. Like, no, this doesn't match his blending profile at all. So, like, I don't know what happened, but
The crappy thing about it is too, even if you did tell me it was Nick, then I would ask you, did this come out of Topsa? Like, that's the next thing I'd ask.
Yeah.
I know that's really shitty, but it's like, but you sure this isn't Topsa?
Yeah.
But you would believe it came out of AJ.
No, not with this construction.
Oh, that's true. That's true. AJ does have good construction, so that is a bit shocking. That's a good point. Thank you for correcting me.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Hakuna Matapa.